It's Thursday. It's time for a dear friend of mine to make his randomizer debut. You know him from photographs at weddings with Evan Silva, a man that Silva himself has once called to my face the king of disinformation. Tonight, we're going to get to the bottom of all of this, as well as sending John through the randomizer gauntlet. 18 rounds in an underdog best ball draft, all dictated by the wheel, prompts submitted by you sickos. Let's do it.
He's the worst host I've ever seen in my life.
Tell me what to start typing. That's not low-key sick. That's high-key sick. Matthew Berry's 101 is Logan Thomas. Wow. Yeah. You're in post-production on a character named Montgomery Rush. David Montgomery, the Rusher?
How the fuck did you do that?
Are you a Jimmy G girl?
Yes!
Daigle, did you try to dress up as me for the randomizer?
I spend my entire life trying to outbit you. And the one time I wear a sleeveless t-shirt and look completely unprofessional on a stream is the one time you actually wore sleeves.
I know. You were down so bad. Once a week, even on our Fantasy Life calls today, everyone's like, oh, Peter, you're wearing a shirt. You want to know why? Because I recorded some TikToks for Fantasy Life, and there's only one thing I get dressed up for, apparently, and that's TikTok videos, John Daigle.
Well, you instead now get to see my tan I have going on.
Yeah, I like it though. This is a full role reversal here. You were looking great. Was this past weekend at the wedding? Did you say that was Connor Allen's wedding?
Connor Allen's wedding in Door County, Wisconsin, which I had never been to. They are very proud of their dark cherries, by the way. Basically, any drink you order, they will put their Door County cherry juice in that drink for you. Also, Wisconsin Old Fashions, I didn't realize, not bourbon, right? Not your typical old fashions. They instead do brandy for the bourbon and then put Sprite on top of it. Not bad, because in that photo, I am actually holding probably my 7th at that time, Wisconsin Old Fashioned.
Can we get like a behind the scenes of this photo here? I mean, was Silva like caught off guard? Was he clearly posing? Was this the intent? I mean, it's an iconic photo already. I just want to know a little backstory on it.
So I have a photo in my phone. Too much work is required to share it, but he shows up late, of course. So I took a photo of an empty chair with his nameplate at the table sitting next to me, of course. And like, there's a full salad, there's a full meal next to me, but of course, Silva's nowhere to be found because he was changing in the parking lot. That's something he couldn't do apparently before the wedding. So he put this gear on in the parking lot and they came inside during the speeches. So like it's a quiet time in the hall and then everyone turns around because they hear the door open. It's pouring outside. And here comes this guy dressed in this with a suede jacket soaking. He sits down, he looks at his plate, and his first words were, "Did someone cook this for me?" As if he has no idea how weddings work, even though he's been to many of them. And then I immediately got up. My first reaction, and this vest, the last time I wore this vest, I think a wedding last year, I've clearly it's a little tight, a little more snug when I put mine on in the parking lot. But I sat down and was like, Silva, we are taking a picture absolutely right now. And this is the photo that happened.
Incredible. And I will say, I hung out with Silva about a month ago on the Cape. He does his annual trip. And I have to get to the bottom of something because it's really been bothering me. You were in the randomizer chat probably 2 months ago. I forget who the guest was. We were talking about thermostats and temperature. And you referenced that Silva likes it really hot. And I brought that up when we were hanging out. And he was flabbergasted. He said he asked Blair. He said they keep it at least 70 degrees, nice and cool. I don't know why this 6 degrees of temperature difference is bothering me so far, but who is lying, Daigle? What is the temperature set at in the Silva household?
No. He doesn't touch it. So it gets to 75 naturally. No, this is not true. Like, he does not touch it. Thus, it becomes this temperature. Also, you have to realize at his house, so I obviously spent 2 seasons with him. First season, totally different way we lived in that I lived upstairs. He lived in the guest bedroom downstairs. A lot of people, maybe even this chat, have stayed in the guest bedroom. It is just a bed.
Even this chat.
It is a bed with no sheets. It is literally just a mattress, as if he kidnapped somebody downstairs. He sleeps in that now. But year 2, we switched, and he realized the bed he put together, the bed frame, not him personally, someone else did it for him, of course. They put that upstairs, and it's much more comfortable. But also the AC and the heating goes directly to the vents upstairs, not downstairs. Thus, downstairs is cold, but when you put the heat on or the AC on, it reacts immediately upstairs. So I think he has his years mixed up personally. I will say, like, the story we can agree on is that one time the AC ran out of batteries, and I guess that's how it handles the thermostat. And we both refused. It was snowing outside. We both refused to actually go out and buy more batteries. Just said, we're going to live with it tonight. We'll work, and then we'll wake up and go get batteries together in the morning, because apparently neither of us could do it ourselves. And by the time we got batteries after breakfast and put it back in, it was 54 degrees in the house. We literally lived in a house one night that was 54 degrees. I slept in a hoodie and a toboggan, or whatever non-Canadians call it, you put over your head.
You know what? I mean, Silva is having a rough go of it. I'm sure you saw today, Leone released his response to the whole lawnmower gate. Just an incredible response by Leone. I mean, Silva's just getting exposed left and right. Can he recover from this? I'm worried about him these days.
I knew about that the whole time too, but I let the bit play out. To be fair, he does actually support his little neighbor who, I don't know if it's a business. I don't know if the kid just wants money out of Silva's pocket. But either way, he gets paid to mow the lawn. Silva doesn't touch anything. The one time Silva touched something, he pulled what he called weeds out of his entire garden bed next to the garage. And when I walked over there, he actually just pulled all the mint, like it's chunks of fresh mint that we should be using for dishes and cocktails. He just ripped it out and threw it into the trash can. So I don't want Silva to do any handiwork, actually.
Incredible. Incredible. I mean, yeah, Silva is just catching strays left and right. I mean, I posted a photo a couple weeks ago. I was doing mulch, getting my condo ready for an open house, and Silva's just getting tagged left and right. You know, this is a man that actually does a little yard work here. So I do feel like Silva has been fully exposed, and our draft has, of course, here filled. John, I assume you've been catching some of the replies here today. How worried are you about this randomizer draft? We just pulled the 104. I'll get this up here in a second.
I will admit to everyone, the one I'm worried about, and there's quite a few of them, so I hope you didn't put them in the prompts. I'm worried about the cutting a wrestling promo, because as someone who does knowingly 9 to 11 shows per week, that comes easy, but trying to cut a villain promo on you, it'd be awful. It wouldn't be worth our time. So I'm hoping that prompt doesn't come up.
There was a couple that came up, and yeah, you do have a tough act to follow. We had Joey Molinaro on last week.
Yeah, and what the hell is up with that? You couldn't have booked Denny Carter or someone before me. You had to book Joey Molinaro.
Joey or John, I asked you a couple weeks ago to be on, and you blew me off, so I had to go get some other guests.
What was that weekend? I can't remember. I was doing something.
Yeah, I didn't put the prompt on the wheel, but one of the prompts was you have to live in the same place for a year.
Yeah, I did see that one. I was like, please, that's my hell. Don't let you
All
do
right,
that.
here we go. We're just going right back to the Evan stuff. Daigle must tell us what other services Evan hires out, or draft Evan Ingram. Any more Evan Silva throwing under the bus you'd like to do?
Okay, Denzel, the water guy, he met at a bar and just brought him home with them to fix the pipes. Because Silva assumed that the water bill was the gas bill. Yeah, it's the water bill. He assumed it was naturally
Tell me
coming
who you want and then finish the story.
Justin Jefferson.
Okay, keep going.
Silva assumed the water bill was coming out of his account. He didn't realize you have to actually pay it physically. And so he showed up one day and just the water heater was turned off. And it had a caution tape over it. And he's like, what the hell is this? I've been paying the whole time. He wasn't paying it. And so you just have to pay the bill and then get someone to come fix it. He got Denzel. So Denzel still goes to his house to fix things.
Incredible. I mean, that's how you build lifelong friendships. You know what? I got this comment on Twitter too. People giving me shit for mulching in mid-July. Let me just say, we accepted an offer on our condo on Tuesday, well over asking. So my mulching, I think, did just fine, John Daigle. It doesn't matter if you do it in the spring. When you're just putting lipstick on a pig, it gets the job done in this housing market.
I'm assuming that you were doing this because y'all are getting more space for the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I figured. I wasn't sure what was happening over there. Staying in the same area, though, right?
Yeah, roughly. Headed to a different suburb, a little further out, but definitely getting more space, going from a condo to a single family. Definitely very excited for the space upgrade.
I've never gotten to tell you. Congratulations, by the way. That's huge news.
Thank you.
I haven't also stopped. You were the one house, you and Leone, that I haven't stopped at yet along my way. So Maybe
That's
not this
by
offseason.
design. I'm trying to evade you.
To be fair, like usually everyone evades me on that far East Coast. I usually don't make my way there.
No, you. I have plenty of space, so you're more than welcome to come crash next time you're coming through here.
I'll do it before.
We're getting all the Silvas out of the. So this prompt, I actually got the answer DM'd to me by Steven, who runs content over at ETR here. How many days was Silva committed to the mows his own grass bit? Guess within 15 days, draft who you want. Guess wrong, draft Big Green. So you have to basically, the first time he brought this up on a podcast to when it was revealed a couple weeks ago that this was all a lie. So this is a bit of a tough one. You're going to have to do some math, some ballparking here. And we're going to have to see if you have
365 in a year. I think it went longer than a year. Maybe not since Leone's brought up his own lawn company, but the entire bit. Let's go 3 months. 470.
470. All right, I'm gonna pull this up here. Let's see if I can actually get this saved here. So Steven messaged me and said, if you end up wanting to add this prompt, the answer is 395 days. 395 days. So you are off here. What was the punishment? Guess wrong. Draft Big Green. Anyone on Jets? Okay, the Jets in the second round. I guess you can live with a little Breece Hall here.
It has to be Breece Hall. That's the only thing that makes sense. So
Yeah.
let's go. Who jumps into these drafts, by the way? I bet they actually sit behind the scenes and wait for a plus EV draft, knowing that ours is just going to explode.
Of course, they of course wish this was a BBM3 draft. We would never ruin the integrity of that tournament, with one of these. But yeah, we got all of our crew here. We got Brian, the Daily Dial. We got my guy Ivan Black, of course, Willis, the legend. We got Chops, Demoni, Burnzone, Shooby Dooby, Nick. I was inverted. It's all the usuals. They're all scooping up this value.
Okay, that's working out well so far. Also,
right.
Go ahead. We only have.
I'm going to spin. You talk.
I was going to say, to add to the first prompt, Silva pays his neighbor who works in construction to fix the basement, but it was also a much larger job than obviously Silva knew about. Like everything needed to get cratered and repainted. And so the fridge is still to this day, 1 year later, just in the middle of the basement, not against the wall, not tucked away promptly, literally in the middle of the floor.
Okay, hang on. I'm tilting here because whatever I did, it like removed the prompt. There was the prompt that was up. I accidentally clicked something and went off. So I just respun. I don't know why. We're going to live with it. All right. Tie a wins or not in 30 seconds or draft a Pittsburgh running back not named Najee Harris. Sorry, guys. We'll get that prompt again. I don't know what happened there.
I brought my props downstairs knowing that we had to do this.
Okay.
Wins or not's the typical tie knot, correct?
Yes.
So I think it's double loop, right? You go over twice. I believe there's a wins or not, and then you go up above, and then you go through the loop at the top. I think that's a wins or not. So boom, like that, and you adjust it, and there you go. That's a proper. Oh, the tie's backwards. Does that count?
Quick. I mean, you do have two. We have 3 more picks until we're up. So if you want to get a do-over here, I'm going to go to Google and see what a wins or not looks like, just to see if we can check your work.
I hope that's the Windsor. He says that's a half. What's a Windsor then? I don't think I've ever heard of a Windsor.
Yeah, you're right. I am. Look, here you go, Daigle.
What if I do it 4 times instead of 2?
This is the full Windsor, dude. You went half Windsor. You got to give us full Windsor.
Okay, so you go over. I know over. And then you go.
So we have some yes, it counts. Ian says it's backwards.
Listen, backwards it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Man, half.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you.
I think that's pretty good, honestly.
But
yeah, now we got
both sides. Who do you want?
It's a loop on both sides for the full. Both sides, interesting. You can just go off ADP or whoever you want. Since I'm not sure. Since
you said ADP. David Kitchen has called me an ADP bro. I guess we just take Javonte Williams 6 picks past ADP.
That's a great ADP. Also, now I'm interested actually about a full Windsor. I didn't know that. So I'm the person that typically you realize that tying a tie is a lost art because when you get to weddings, no one can do it. Literally, no one has the tie, their own tie. And so I take pride in that. I didn't know I was doing a half Windsor this whole time though.
Yeah, I did. I had like my stages of ties were I rocked clip-ons through about 8th grade. Then my dad would do it for me through high school. Then I think I had a couple of my friends do it for me my first like year of college, freshman year. And then I finally was like, fuck this. I'll watch a YouTube video and learn how to do it. And now I can tie my own ties.
Well,
like
you
a
also
grown-ass
understand
man.
if you showed up as like a mid-30s, late 30s individual with a clip on, how fucking embarrassing you'd be. Can I cuss on this one? I didn't even know.
You can. This is free reign, Daigle. You can say whatever you want here.
I don't know if this is the Daigle nut or a full Windsor. I just tried it. I'm not sure if this works.
No, maybe that's the thing. Like Phil says, all the best ball bros wear their hats backwards. Maybe you wear the the ties backwards.
All right. Well, in my outfit now, this is becoming like an odd sex show. So I'm just gonna I'm actually just gonna stick with this. Again, not sure if it's a full Windsor, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah, looking to that. I mean, look at this. All the piss boys out. Willis, 3 straight wide receivers. Burn zone, 3 straight wide receivers. Let's spin the wheel. Let's see what we have coming up next.
When I do 4for4 podcast or live shows, I have to stop myself from saying, no, this is just ship chasing's fault. Don't worry about it. Like, it's just, you could tell how much y'all affect the draft. Okay.
All right, man. I swear to God, there was like 3 Toto Silva prompts, and they've all come up early. Give 3 fun facts about living with Silva and draft the biggest dog available. So, are there any Silva stones we have not turned over yet?
Oh, just so many. The fun ones, though. The fun ones we could talk about. If you go back to his house, basically, if you check if someone has bought ice, because he's never fixed his ice maker on his fridge. He used to just unplug the fridge and then plug it back in, and it'd work for a little bit longer. And then it would break again. So we always had to stop at 7-Eleven on the way back for ice. He keeps his fridge stocked with ice, bought at 7-Eleven, just to reference. Also, fun fact number 2, when he drinks, even if it's wine, he puts ice in it. But worst of all, he takes his fingers just like this, literally the way I'm doing it right now, and like plunges the ice into the drink, even if it's wine, and then like to make it colder, and then takes his fingers out and drinks it. It annoys, I brought it up to him every time. It annoys the piss out of me. I'm not even a germaphobe like Levitan. Like, I don't care. I lived for my car for a year. But seeing that ice plunge is absurd. And then one more, I guess. Fun fact that I can say aloud. He sleeps late into the afternoon. He's a night owl. He works late at night. I'm not even going to say a time he sleeps until, but just know he sleeps very late into the day and works throughout the night.
I mean, if you're showing up late to weddings, I assume you're sleeping in late here. Willis did send in a very nice super chat. He did take Ezekiel Elliott for you. I don't know if you saw. Let's make our pick here, and then we can talk about Zeke. Who do you like?
In this range, I go James Conner, even though we are stacking running backs. That's okay. Let's go James Conner.
All right. Be prepared to the avalanche. Yeah. Today in the newsletter, I semi-capitulated on Zeke. I saw your tweet, which I agreed with. Like, Jerry Jones and these guys, they don't give a fuck about winning. No. They just want to give Zeke the damn ball. They want to save face. And I had a come to Jesus moment. Like, if Tony Pollard, I love Tony Pollard. If Tony Pollard was going in the 10th round, I'd take a shit ton of him. But he's going in the 7th round. And if we're looking at 4th round Zeke and 7th round Tony Pollard, I'm like, all right, fine. I'll just give in. I'll give in to Jerry's world.
It's another ship chasing episode, but like, is it Tony Pollard, Rashad White, Alexander Madison? Like, all these guys are in the same roles, except one of them is being drafted 5 rounds higher than the other. So it just seems absurd. Even though, yes, I love Tony Pollard, but it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter at all.
All right, this was someone sent in this video. Daigle must grab something light and puntable. He has to make his pick by reenacting the Snitsky baby punt. Imagining the baby to be the player he's selecting. Let me pull this up because I did have this video here that Davis Nugent sent in. Are you familiar with this?
Yes, I know all wrestling prompts. I'm assuming that's why I got so many wrestling prompts, is because I still, as a 34-year-old male adult, love wrestling.
Okay. So we are going to be on the clock here very quickly. So I'm just trying to show the people what you're going for.
I have a can. Does that count? I have a
I think it can count.
Okay. Well, I have chairs over here as well. There's a lot going on in this show. I'm trying to be as flexible as possible. Here we go. Ready?
Okay.
1.
Let's see.
2. There's the baby rock, and then there you go. I can't flex my leg the whole way.
All right. We are juggling so many things. We have 7 seconds. Sorry. Who do you want to take here?
Oh, George Kittle. If you can get there.
Yeah, I got you there. Let's go back to this here. The punt.
So I'm not gonna lie. I charged my AirPods for the show. I wanted to be as flexible as possible because I saw the prompts. I was like, I'm actually gonna have to do a lot of moving during this show.
Here's the thing too. So I get prompts from two places, and this is by design. Obviously, the Twitter prompts. We appreciate you guys on Twitter. But the huge shout out is to the guys in the Deposit Kingdom Discord who are Randomizer royalty members here, YouTube members on the channel. They have access to a Randomizer channel within the Discord, so they get first crack at hopping into the league, and they get a Google form for prompts, and they get to submit their prompts under the veil of secrecy because these you're not tagged in. So there are a few Easter eggs here from the Google form one. So you haven't been able to plan for everything.
And in that case, I wonder if anyone in the Discord knows. They'd have to go back to NBC shows to know this, but I wonder if they know I was on a theater scholarship for musicals my first year in college. I wonder if they knew that, because then the singing prompts would probably come up.
You're right. I did not get a lot of singing prompts. I do need to address this for Mike. So Mike is one of our Randomizer royalty. Mike, you submit the same prompt every week. I just want you to let you know that I did that prompt. I believe I did that with Tom Everett Scott. I spun around. I did jumping jacks. I wanted to throw up. I have elected not to put that on the wheel. If you can come up with a more creative version of it, update it a little bit, give us something new, you can get me to do it again, but you can't copy and paste the same prompt every week.
Also, I did see, I don't want to spoil it, but we both know Rob Waz had a good prompt, a unique one.
Hey, that one is on the wheel. That was one of the best all-time prompts I have ever seen.
I hope Joey Molinaro comes back on and gets it instead, because I don't know how I would do that.
Let's see here. All right, we are back. We should spin here and see what we have going on. Yes, Willis, yours is on here as well.
Lots of ripping and grabbing, just lots of active.
Yeah, I forget who said this one.
Goodness gracious.
They want you to rip a 5-second worm on camera or draft Benny Snell here.
On camera is the issue here.
I know it is. But Daigle, you once did a 24-hour stream for NBC Sports Edge where you just worked out. Or no, did we work out together? What was that one?
How much time do I have?
You got some time. 4 picks.
Okay, can you see me? I can't hear you, but can you see me?
I can see you and I can hear you. This is good. This is good here.
Ready?
Yeah. That was incredible. Dude, that was actually really good. Okay. That's really good. That's making the highlight. I love it. That was incredible.
Okay.
Well, everyone's saying nice room. I'm waiting for the YouTube lag to catch up.
Yeah, you're not supposed to see the loft and all the alcohol in the back, but yeah.
The loft looks nice, Daigle. Is this your new place in Chicago?
This is the new place. You didn't even see. I have a private deck as well. A hatchback to the top with the skyline. Maybe I'll show that later because apparently I'm gonna have to get up again. Now I'm tired too.
Yeah. No, I was trying to hang on. So we're gonna make this pick, and then what was the thing we did during quarantine? You hosted like some 24-hour stream, and I taught boxing moves.
I was 24-hour stream, and I told them, hold on, let's star some guys here. I'll explain.
Yeah, look at this pick, 6.9, pick 69, just so nice.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we really can't screw this up. AJ Dillon would be good. We don't have
how many running backs can you take at a draft, John? I mean, my God.
Oh, that's true. I forget. Look at the wide. Let me see some wide receivers that are available. I mean, but dude, you get to this range. I already hate all these receivers.
Yeah, because you had to draft James Conner.
Give me let's go DeAndre Hopkins. Listen, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like to actually make a good team on this show is absurd.
That's the if you had a tagline for this show, it's there's a lot going on.
I mean, look at me right now. Just I forget I'm wearing this. There's so much going on.
There is.
So yeah, the 24-hour stream for COVID relief, which actually turned out amazing. But I sold NBC. I was like, yeah, we're gonna have a chef, which we did at first. He backed out, but also we're gonna have a because working out from home was big. Oh no. I don't know any.
So have people ever asked you if you're related to Lauren Daigle?
Dude, how many times is the question?
I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't know who this was. I looked her up. Lauren Daigle is an American contemporary Christian music singer and songwriter. So, I mean, I don't really blame you for this one. I'm looking at some of her titles right now. They're incredibly generic. I mean, maybe just take a shot in the dark.
Love Finds a Way.
That's such a good guess. I'll just read a few of these. You say, hold on to me.
That is
Actually,
generic.
I should just pull this
Now,
up here.
Yeah. I know she sang the national anthem at, I believe it was Joe Burrow's national championship game.
What?
Because Daigle's a Cajun name, thus they got Lauren Daigle to sing because it was in the Superdome. Whatever it is now, Mercedes-Benz Dome. Yeah,
All right,
boom.
here
See,
she
that
is.
should count actually.
I mean, it almost counts. It almost counts.
But we are not related. It's just Daigle's a popular Cajun name.
Okay. All right. There you go. Chat, let me know. Or does he need to draft a third string running back, or does that count that he knows she sang the national anthem? I'm going to need the chat. Okay. The chat says that counts.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's get some wide receivers going here.
All right. The chat's going to allow it. All right. Good luck. Who do you want to take? The fishiest pick in all of fantasy, Russell Gage?
All the ones that are dipping purposely. Oh man. What quarterbacks are available right now?
Quarterbacks, you got Trey Lance, Tom Brady, Prescott.
Yeah, let's beat ADP and let's go Trey Lance. We have George Kittle too.
Look at that. Daigle lining up the stack in his randomizer draft. Daigle, in your heart of hearts.
Yes.
I just want your pure objective answer. Where in the QB fantasy ranks does Trey Lance finish in 2022?
The issue is that the top 8, 9 are stuffed. Like Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott. Where do you put these guys if you're not? And I have Joe Burrow outside my top 8, but where else do you put him if you can't squeeze Trey Lance in? I still think he's a top 8 quarterback. I think he's the QB 8, if only because I have Dak one spot higher. But if someone said they like Trey Lance over Russ and Dak, that'd be okay. So I'm going to say top 8. That's probably too safe. And it's probably not where you can get him at ADP, but I think that's fair.
So my only issue with that is I feel like it's more binary. I either feel like he's top 5 or he fucking gets benched. That's
fair.
I just don't even see what the middling outcome is for him. It's either he taps into the ceiling or Kyle Shanahan is forced to get PJ Walker at quarterback midseason.
I didn't even mention Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady as well. So yeah, you kind of have to put him over those guys or pretty much just not get him.
Yeah, he's going to get more and more pricey now that we have finality on the Jimmy G stuff. Now we're getting Ayuk buzz. I mean, Trey Lance.
You put shave your beard in there. You put JJ's prompt.
Of course. All right, for Chef Daigle, can you create a quick dish before your next pick or draft CJM?
I don't know if I can.
I mean, can you change the camera? Can you point the camera toward your kitchen? Here we go. All right. Lovely, great camera placement here. He's going into the pantry. He's pulling out, I can only assume is, hang on, let me go bigger screen here. I don't even know what I can see. Can anyone tell what that is? He's pulling out what appears to be a lot of grains, maybe rice. Maybe he's going to make a protein shake. It is really hard to tell here. A yogurt? Is he going to make a smoothie? Oh, is he going to go for the JJ smoothie? Is this protein powder? I think he might be going for the smoothie. He's going, okay, yes, he's going for a protein milkshake. There he goes. He's putting the protein powder in. I actually don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm trying to follow this. He's dumping some other ingredient from a container I can't make out here. He's putting lots of ingredients in here. My best guess is a protein shake. What? Is it a protein shake?
It is yogurt, hemp seeds, water, protein powder, and something. What else did I put in there? Something. I don't know.
Let's see the. I mean, this is incredible. This guy just whipped JJ. JJ is on fucking blast. We had JJ try to make a smoothie and he just panicked. He just failed. Look at Daigle whipping up a smoothie. It seems delicious.
No, it's terrible. It's chocolate protein powder, hemp seeds, Greek yogurt, and Gosh, what else is over there? Something.
You
Almonds or
pulled
something?
out
I just
so
jam- I
much
just-
random
just-
shit from
I
the.
just jammed a bunch of shit in there.
All right, Daigle, you crushed that. You've earned to pick whoever you want. You are on the clock here. I dare you to buy the Russell Gage dip.
No, we don't have Brady. Can I go look at wide receivers?
Yeah.
Oh, I want a Renfro. This is terrible. Star Russell Gage. Look at running back. Oh, go Tony Pollard. Go Tony Pollard. Go Tony Pollard.
Did I get it in time? Yes, you got Tony Pollard. The world's biggest Zeke fan just got Tony Pollard.
I drank the protein shake for Tony Pollard, but 12 spots behind ADP a full round.
Yeah. Hey, give the ahoo for the value hound there. Ahoo.
Is that what it is? I
That
can't
is.
do that. I can't do that.
You
Also
just
I have hemp in my beard. Go ahead.
gather and align your shoes by color or draft
Oh
the
my God,
player
y'all are
who's
asking so
80
much.
This guy.
Workout show.
You know, sometimes I have these guests on the randomizer and I don't want to freak them out too much. You know, you have Joey Molinaro on, you have Tom Everett Scott, but you have Daigle and you're just ready to run this guy through the fucking ringer. That's right, Daigle. Run up to your room and grab your shoes. Oh my, look at this. Oh, baby. Look at the Nike collection here.
Red is the color of an apple. Orange
Dude,
orange,
this
green,
guy, Roy G. Biv of Nikes.
It's colored trees, and then there's blue for the sky and purple. That's the color that's fun. You got it.
Look at this guy. I mean, the chat, this is electric. You, with time to spare, getting these shoes up. I mean, look at this.
Good God. That wasn't even all of them. I mean, give me 4 though. All I could carry was 4 shoes.
Dude, you have time to spare. We're still 3 picks away here. And I agree. Consigliere, like, people don't understand. Like, I have a nice SLR camera right up here. I wouldn't be able to spin this around. I mean, you are executing. You're like directing this show right now.
You could hear my breathing. I have never worked out more in my life than this show.
Is John Daigle in the best shape of his life? I just read that blurb on NBC Sports Edge.
Someone put it on Edge. JD, best shape of his life season.
All right. So, Daigle, you are crushing these props. I don't know if you're crushing this draft. You're at a 1-4-2-1. You are getting buried in a wide receiver avalanche. You're going to have to make a decision here at pick 100.
Okay. Let's go to wide receiver.
Yep.
We're going to have to force it, I think. We have Jets.
There's one incredible value here. There's just one chef's kiss value. Come on, Daigle. Come on. Make the right decision.
I don't know who you're talking about. Let's go. We can go Rondale Moore.
Okay, that's
That's
fine.
not
I was
it?
going to say
That's
Garrett
not it.
Wilson is a screaming value, but you're never going to get me.
But
I mean,
I'd rather team stack the Cardinals without Kyler than team stacking the Jets without Zach Wilson.
who says without Zach Wilson? Zach Wilson's still on the board.
Oh, well, it's too late now. I can hear the fridge beeping because I forgot to close it apparently when I was running
close
around.
the fridge. I can vamp for you. Go close the fridge.
Give me 1 second.
But turn the camera. Let's watch you close the fridge. Daigle's getting, yes, this is the content we need. Daigle closing his fridge. There you go. Look at this. This is absolutely incredible. Is that like almond milk?
It's coconut water.
Coconut water. You need to wash down that hemp seed.
I need something to get it out of my beard. My God.
What if I told you, Daigle, you're only halfway done?
Take a shower after this stream.
Hang on.
Goodness gracious.
Tell me, because I don't know if this is public yet, so I won't. But Karain told me something you guys are doing at the expo.
It's not public, but let's make it public on the stream. I think that's okay.
Go for it.
Karain and I, it's my dream actually. Karain and I are hosting and doing our fight pod from last year live at the Fantasy Football Expo in Canton. It's going to be a free panel, so a live show essentially. Corain versus me. You won't be there, right?
I won't be there. I'm at a wedding.
Kid on the way. Yeah. Also, a wedding. And so it's
also
going to be
Davis Maddox's wedding that weekend. I'm not even at that one. But anyways, continue.
I'm not either. That's the furthest he's gone from his house too. Is just for his wedding. So it is Corain versus I live. Everyone, free panel in Canton. If you're there, make sure you're there. It hasn't been announced yet, but the time and night will be announced. And then it's going to be hosted by Matt Stroop and then judged by Rotopat and Denny Carter. It's going to be an amazing time.
Are you guys going to talk Zeke, Tony Pollard? You better.
I have a feeling we will. Corain and I we're different on a lot of people, Sky Moore included. Get ready for me to yell about Sky Moore.
All right, this came in from Willis. Daigle must find a box or tub and jump into it like Zeke in the kettlebell. If not, draft Corey Clement. Are you familiar with this reference?
The spoon, this eating.
Yeah, here I'll pull this up here. Zeke scores the touchdown. Okay, let's see. Let's go now see what Daigle's doing. Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. Bravo. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I love it. Look, I mean, Daigle, not only are you crushing these prompts, but you're doing it with time to spare. The problem is with this extra time, you're still making awful decisions in this draft, but you are accomplishing these prompts at such an incredible clip here.
Should I go to my AirPods mic? Because this requires a lot more movement. Let's do that. Let's go to my AirPods mic.
Yeah, you do whatever you need to do. But hang on, real quick. You're going to need to pick here.
How does that sound?
That's all right. I mean, I'm willing to make the sacrifice in sound quality to make you more mobile.
Okay. I need a pick. I don't even know who's good at. Oh goodness.
So you have a 1-4-3-1 build right now.
Yep, I'm okay with that. Let's go. Click on wide receivers. So we're 117. Oh gosh. No.
He can't do it.
Look at tight end.
I'll give you tight end.
Dude, I may just go. I'm gonna go Ken Walker. I'm just gonna go 5 RBs right now.
Daigle, you're familiar with the ship chasing dynamic. You know what a wide receiver avalanche is, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't join many drafts with y'all. That's the issue. I'm familiar with how ship chasing screws me over. I'm familiar with that.
Oh boy, here we go. Daigle must cut a heel promo. This comes from our friend Sal over at 4for4 on Pete live on air. If Pete doesn't break, John can draft whoever he wants. If Pete laughs, I've been generous with my laughs tonight, by the way. Draft Taysom Hill because you've legitimately been making me laugh. So, are you ready to cut a promo?
No, I'm a physical comedian. I'm not I don't know if I can cut a promo on you.
Bring it.
I don't have any issues with you. That's the thing. I'm trying to think of.
I'm a beta boy that likes drafting wide receivers. I don't need any of these running backs. You're chugging protein milkshakes, hemp seed. I'm over here eating my avocado toast, drafting 8 straight wide receivers, John Daigle.
You're more fit than anyone in the industry. That's ridiculous. I love.
The crowd is booing. Boo! Boo!
I don't think I have I don't think I could talk bad about. That's the issue. I don't think I have that in my soul.
Daigle, you're being a pussy, dude. Come at me, Daigle. Let's go.
That doesn't
Talk
me.
about. Look at my streamer poser lighting over here. I'm wearing a backwards hat with a nice shirt.
What's that painting behind you, by the way?
The painting? That's Leandro Barbosa.
You like it so much that you don't know who painted it. That's why you hung it up.
Let's go, Daigle. Now lift the energy up.
You just laughed. I know I don't hang paintings behind me of ships in the ocean, or I have no idea where they get it from. It actually is. It's a ship. It looks like a horse. It looks like a Manitar. I got nothing, Pete. I can co-host, but I don't have.
Wow.
I got
Daigle,
nothing.
you're allowed to say mean stuff about me. I was going to allow it. I was gonna allow it.
I don't think I have anything mean to say about you. I'm sorry. I'll fail that prompt.
I'm the guy that said week 17 is the only thing that matters. Daigle, you don't want to come out? I mean, I'm on team Tony Pollard, except in today's newsletter. Nothing for me.
I don't. I already got Kirk Cousins too, by the way. And by the way, that's actually a good pick.
You did get auto-drafted Kirk Cousins because you were too afraid to roast me on my own show. Come on, John Daigle. You've been crushing it. You can't make fun of me. The internet makes fun of me all day.
We found my weakness that I will literally make an ass out of myself, but I will not down talk anybody.
Oh, Daigle, you're too much of a sweet. You'll if we lived together, it seems like you would go on a show maybe 6 months later and tell everyone all my quirks, though.
That's probably what it takes. Living together for 2 years and then making fun of that person because he experienced it every day. Also, no one lives like that. That's the issue. Like, first of all, no one lives together as grown adults. But then to live like that as grown adults, that's the issue here. I failed. Whoever did that, I failed.
I should have given you Taysom Hill. I wasn't paying attention. I was so stunned that you didn't cut a promo against me. I mean, Daigle, you made a fucking hemp milkshake. But we wouldn't. You're too nice. You're too much.
I'm sorry. Right. I failed everyone. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll make it up for everybody.
This is how you make it up, Daigle. You go to bed tonight and you're thinking about all the burns you could have gotten in on me. And then you write the video and you release the heel promo later. I think that's what you do.
I'll be more comfortable with that. Let me write my script.
There you go. I know Rob says you must really like Taysom. I forgot to put Taysom in the queue. I was trying to provoke the bear. Let's move on to our next prompt here. We are heading into what are we going to be picking in the 12th round here?
Okay.
Oh, yes. Was's prompt. I'm so excited. Okay. Keep your lips pressed against your mic for the next 2 picks. You do need to switch back. You need to switch back to the mic.
I can do that. Audio.
You got that? Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Are your lips touching?
My lips are quite literally touching this right now.
Okay.
Do I talk with it like this?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So we are going, you need to stay like this for the next 2 picks. So this is one of those rare prompts that is going to span the course of 2 picks. Now, John Daigle, you're at a 2-5-3-1 build. The best available receiver right now is a rookie wide receiver who's probably not going to play until week 14. How are you preparing to redeem this team?
Imagine if someone tuned in right now. Just look at what's on the screen.
You're worried about tuning in now?
No one tunes in to the Randomizer bid show. Look at the wide receivers. I don't want to see myself. Get myself off myself.
Okay, all right. Get myself off myself. Here's your wide receiver. I mean, Devontae Parker making some noise.
We're gonna go. Camp. Well, hold on. I can't say it too early. They're gonna snipe me.
Someone in the chat snipe Devontae Parker.
Please don't snipe Devontae Parker.
What kind of mic you got? I mean, this feels like you're getting really well acquainted with it tonight.
It has soft touch.
What's it taste like?
Oh, so someone asked me to do ASMR Daigle. I don't know.
Talk me through your wide receiver thought process here.
I like I like Jameson Williams. I like it when he snaps his ACL because he can't run right now. How does that sound?
Are you a little worried about having 2 wide receivers out of your 4 who aren't going to play for the first 6 weeks?
I'm a little worried about having monkeypox because I'm touching my lips to the equipment that I have to use over and over again.
Who do you want to pick, Daigle?
Oh, Devontae Parker. He didn't get sniped.
Did you say Devontae Fucker?
No.
I'll pick that quickly.
Does it matter if I yell or whisper actually doing this? I didn't think about that.
No, it sounds great here.
Great. Wonderful. So I have to do this for the next pick as well. It has to wrap around.
You're lucky that we're on the wrap because we picked here at the back end of the 12th. And so we are going to be up here at the beginning of the 13th in a second. But you do need to get the game where it's the floor is lava. Basically the air is lava for your lips right now. And the only way to cool them is on that mic.
Oh, I'm not good enough with the equipment to undo it. I could figure that out.
You look like a 7th grader at a middle school dance going in for the first kiss.
If I don't do it, I'm really scared I wouldn't be able to do it back. So I'm not going to do it.
Let me see. I kind of want to just know how this feels, just for
Oh,
solidarity.
you actually sound pretty good. There you go.
Do I
Stand
sound good? Look at that. Wow. Getting the extender on that.
I think this is as far as it extends, which is useless. This is ridiculous.
As Kevin's saying in the chat, can I get this up with my hands free? Where are the sex spots? This is normally where the sex spots come in. They see this level of.
They see this right now on the screen?
Yeah. No one take a screen grab of this, please. Let's just keep this sequestered on this show. All right, Daigle, this is what we're looking at here.
I'm looking at 8 more picks so I can stop doing this fucking ridiculous thing.
Well, you were in 13th round, and you're gonna have to pick someone. You have a truly awful team right now, a 2-5-4-1 build. You took too many running backs, a fatal flaw. Who do you want to take?
I mean, running backs are the best players on the board. So, no,
Who do you want to take?
Look at wide receiver.
I am looking at wide receiver. You don't like any of them.
You're right.
You want to take Corey Davis and try to get the Zach Wilson triple stack?
No, give me injured Jameson Crowder.
Jameson Crowder. I don't know if you heard, but Jameson, Isaiah McKenzie. All right, we're free. We're free
Thank
from the
God.
tyranny.
Thank you. Okay. Never again.
Yes, I'm sure Fantasy Life is very proud of this sponsorship with me and Daigle making love to our mics on air.
They've seen Fantasy Life has seen my entire apartment, my entire loft.
The whole world has seen. If I do the right, what guys help me workshop the title for this video. I mean, Daigle gives us so much to work with. Daigle, man hops in his hamper while drafting. Man creates hemp smoothie while drafting. I mean, man makes love to Mike while drafting.
That will get, you're going to get all the clicks because of that. It's Waz, by the way. Robert Waz is the one.
Shout out to Waz. I even replied to him. I get lots of good prompts, but that one stopped me in my tracks. I was like, that is an incredible prompt. If you guys are wondering how to submit great prompts, it's in that vein. That hit the sweet spot there. All right, Daigle, you're crushing this. We got a few more rounds left here. Jim Laundry Lust. I like that one.
That's good too.
All right.
Okay.
All right. This is back to more of a classic randomizer prompt. Daigle's going to describe the player you want to take using max 5 words, no names, teams, or positions. If Pete guesses the player correctly, we get to take that player. If he cannot, we are going to draft Jalen Weidermeyer, a man I once touted earlier this offseason on ship chasing, semi-ironically.
Former Aggie great. Yeah.
Former, of course, I knew he went to Texas A&M. So the one thing you need to be careful about here is if you don't want to plan too far ahead, because someone in the chat will take who you want to start describing, and then this will become much harder. So tell me, like, you can tell me if you want me to look at wide receivers or something, but then you're going to have to start thinking about these 5 words to describe this player.
And you can't use position.
You can't say position. You can tell me to scroll down. Let's say that. You can tell me to scroll down, but you can't say position.
How early should I do this, knowing that?
So I think you need to use a little game theory and think about who's going to be there, because we have 5 more picks. And so maybe some of these guys at the top of the queue might not be there. I can't lead. I can't lead a horse to water.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I just wanted to know the available players because I can't see wide receivers on this board.
And I said you can tell me to scroll down.
Oh, got it. Okay. Let's go. The player I want.
Okay, yes.
Broke out 2 years ago.
Oh, God. The player you want broke out 2 years ago. I mean, I assume is this Corey Davis with the Titans?
I can't say, right? You just draft someone.
I mean, no, you have to tell me, because if I'm right, we get to draft Corey Davis. If not, we have
to.
So
I use another 5-word guess. I use another 5-word hint.
No, so tell me if I'm right. You said broke out 5 years ago.
You weren't right.
Who was it?
It's Robert Tonyan.
You're
Broke
trying
out.
to take a tight end?
Yes.
Oh my God.
At this point, the wide receivers don't matter because they're all the same guy. They're all
Why
the same.
didn't
So
you
just wait.
say like Cheese, Roger? I mean, God.
I have the Viking stack. Like, we need to run back with the Packers backup tight end to have 2 tight ends.
Well, instead you get Jalen Weidermeyer, who.
Well, I guess I got 2 tight ends technically, like I asked.
Well, once Dawson Knox and OJ Howard come down with monkeypox and Jalen Weidermeyer slides in, we're gonna be cooking.
As Willis mentions, I probably should have mentioned Cheese. That's probably good too. But broke out 2 years ago.
I need a little cheese hint. Come on.
broke out 2 years ago. Even though Corey Davis was a good guess, that's fine. No one did anything wrong.
All right, we got a spin here. We're coming up on the wrap.
Cheesehead ride with onion is really good. I didn't get that part.
Lambo TD Machine, Big Blake. All right, this was the one from Thorman earlier that came up that I accidentally clicked off of. This is a tough one this late in the show. Multiply the current pick number. So this pick is going to be 172. My God. Multiply 172 by Racy McMath's ADP 216 or draft him. I mean, Daigle, God bless your soul if you can do this math problem right now. 172 times 216.
So you start with 200.
I like that.
You times it by 100.
I just looked this up. Oh my God.
We have 1,700 more to get. We have 700 more to go.
Leone failed his math problem, and he's the director of analytics at ETR. So you have a long leash.
This is such a big one. How many rounds do I have? Or how many picks do I have?
You got 4 picks. So it's 172 times 216. The chat, Pat Thorman. Start with big numbers. The chat is hating.
It's 2,000. And then you add 16 times.
Worst case, he gets a wide receiver. Daigle, stay focused. Stay focused.
What's 16 times 10? And then, oh, God. I wish you would have let me get, like, within 12. So you need actually 17 more, though, times 16. That would be times 10. So 2,732. Not even
that is
close.
incorrect. The answer is 37,150.
Maybe I went 26,000. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was off. It's off.
It did happen. I wouldn't have wished that prompt on it. Did you do something mean to Pat for him to suggest that prompt for you?
No, but he also maybe didn't expect that we were already at picks 172 when this gets drawn. I was prepared to go like 12th round, but gosh. Okay.
Well, you did need a wide receiver. Racy McMath does, in fact, play that position. I mean, as everyone said, this is probably good structurally for your team.
Do we have any Cowboys? Oh, we have Tony Pollard. Look at that.
We do.
Structurally, week 17, whenever Robert Woods and Treylon Burks are not playing, maybe Racy McMath will be the wide receiver 4.
I mean,
so we could get there.
People often ask, like, how much do I weigh the correlation boost? And I mean, this is really the answer. Once you take Tony Pollard, Racy McMath goes from being undraftable to a must fucking draft pick, right, Daigle?
Especially when you guess the pick 11,000 numbers off.
I kind of wish you were cheating because Thorman wanted you to do 2 tequila shots. I did down my margarita tonight. Daigle, we missed our last year. We got together on Cape Cod with Thorman.
I was pushing the chat. Yeah, I forced y'all, but other events, everyone was very busy this offseason since it was like the first time we were actually all out traveling again.
I know. Not everyone has the nomadic lifestyle like you, man.
Next year, though, I know JJ Zacharyson wants to get involved. He wants us to come down to the beaches in Carolinas, which I'm open for if y'all are.
I'm open for that.
I mean, you'll have like an 8-month-old at that time, but yeah, you can figure it out.
I'll figure it out. I mean, if I know that you and JJ are going to be making smoothies for me around the clock, I mean, I can make that work.
The last day was bad, by the way, in the beach house because it was only Thorman and I who also like chain smoked around each other an entire pack of cigarettes the night before, and he just stayed in his room. He literally just stayed in the room. Was like, no, like I don't want to see. I don't want to drink near you because this is all we've done for 4 days straight. All we did was eat lobster roll and then go back to bed. It was awful.
It's the good life. Lobster roll and sleep is all you need. All right, draw an Irv Smith butterfly neck tattoo on yourself before your next pick.
I don't know if I have a marker is the issue, but let's figure it out.
All right, I also need to go Irv Smith butterfly. Oops, why all caps there? Let's see here. Let's pull this up. How are you doing an article about Irv Smith's butterfly tattoo and you don't have a photo of it?
Can you hear me, by the way?
I can. I'm just tilting because I can't find this.
I don't have a marker in this house, I think is the real issue here.
How is there no photos of this butterfly tattoo? Do I need to go to Twitter?
Go to Twitter for everything in life.
True.
Oh, there's a Sharpie, but I'm not using a Sharpie on my neck.
That's fine.
Do Sharpies wash out? Be honest, chat.
So Irv Smith has a Harambe tattoo as well. It's incredible.
Okay, I have a pin.
Why is this so hard to find this butterfly?
Can I just draw a butterfly instead?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Well, it's a little faint.
God. I don't think I can.
It's a thought that counts.
I mean, I can outline it and make it bigger. I'm going to have to wash this out. Is it smiling?
I don't see anything. You're just rubbing a pen. It's honestly a good effort. We're on the clock, Daigle.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter.
What's our penalty? Otherwise, we need to draft Tyler Conklin. I think I have to add Conklin to this team. You gave a really good shot.
Third tight end since we have Jalen Wiedermeyer, so it's okay.
Structurally, this is definitely a 3 tight end build.
I will guarantee you this: no one else in BBM3 will have this build.
Luckily, this is a private 12-man league. As Rob says, you do look like a junkie. If someone takes a screenshot of that, it does look like you're trying to shoot up into a vein in your neck.
I do have problems, so that works out great. That's better than Sharpie. I'll tell you that.
2 more picks, Daigle. 2 more picks.
We've nearly made it.
Thorman says it's going to look good in the black light. I believe this one came in from Ian. Ian wants you to name 5 USFL players or draft Auden Tate. What is your relationship with the USFL? I famously made a video, said I was going to become a USFL thought leader, bought a hat and a tank, and then gave up after 1 week.
Well, no. I played all the way through week 8. The issue is that DraftKings squeezed the tournaments, so it literally wasn't worth playing anymore. And the product, I know Ian's opinion differs, but like the product is so bad that it's not worth watching it all then because it's not football. It was like kickball. Like none of those guys are good. So the 5 players though is easy. Like Matt Colburn's a running back. Luis Perez is a quarterback. Wide receiver Isaiah Zuber. Sal Cannella. Yeah. Even though Sal Cannella was more like a tight end for the New Orleans Breakers. Victor Bolden, Tywan Taylor also played wide receiver for the New Orleans Breakers. Bo Scarborough was a running back that popped up for Birmingham, I believe. Jamar Smith was the Birmingham quarterback. Lance Lenore never got accurate targets since it was Shea Patterson, who is literally one of the worst NFL prospects of all time. Shea Patterson and Ian Book are absolutely awful. Paxton Lynch took over for Shea Patterson and, of course, was bad because he's been bad for his entire career. I mean, you can just go on and on and on.
You were clearly a USFL thought leader. It's nice to have you among our ranks.
I played for 8 weeks, and I'm supposed to know like how to play. I hosted the show with Justin Freeman every single Friday.
David says you could be making up names. Most of us have no idea who this is. I have fact checked those. I know he was correct.
What's funny is I named all those, but I didn't even name like Kavonte Turpin, who the Cowboys just signed as to be their primary kick returner, even though he's 155 pounds. Like, he's not good. He's going to get bowled over the moment he gets hit by an NFL player.
All right, you do get to pick whoever you want here. I'll show you wide receivers, but you're welcome to bully me off that position if you'd like. It is your team.
I mean, there's no one like actually. Ian might not even realize he's saying it, but like Auden Tate is on the Falcons, and we need a Falcon stack for Week 17. So you know what? Just give the people what they want, and go Auden Tate to bring it all home for the correlation.
Get you a man who can not only nail the prompt, but then fulfill the punishment of the prompt while still correlating on his team in a 12-man $3 contest. That's John Daigle for you folks.
With Jalen Wiedemeyer as my tight end too.
Yeah, let's as we head into the final round here, you know what? We'll save the full team recap until after here, but you have a 2-5-7-3 build. I mean, incredibly structurally sound. You've been value hounding it. You've been correlating. You've been making hemp milkshakes. I mean, just an incredible performance tonight.
It's been a busy performance. I may have to shower before I go out. I'll say that. I wasn't.
You're going out tonight on a Thursday, John Daigle? What a life you live.
What else? I was actually going to bring my laptop and write team previews from the bar. So that's not a life. You don't want that life at all.
You love it. John, I know you. You love the grind. You love the grind.
I don't know if I love it. I just came up in that culture and I'm addicted to it. I wouldn't say love is the passion. But
when I think the first time I met you was at FSWA, or was it FST? I can't keep track of the acronym.
Tampa.
I think.
Yeah.
And I didn't it wasn't like an insult. Like you probably didn't know who I was, but I didn't know who you were. And Thorman was like, oh yeah, we're going to meet up with John Daigle. I was like, who is this rapscallion? Little did you know, you'd come into my life with the energy of a Tasmanian devil.
Definitely a different time as well. That was before you were thought influencer. You were still like trying to be a stand-up comedian basically at that time.
And where did I land?
Look at you now. Look at you now. Look how far you've come.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. All right. Final prompt, final spin. John Daigle crushing the randomizer draft. You can find him on 4for4, Bet Spurts. Daigle must grab something. No, we already did this one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
do it again. We're good.
No, yeah, we need a new one. I have a couple more good prompts on here.
We're not doing yellow. We're not doing yellow. I'm just letting you know.
What's this one?
Of course, it ends with Silva.
Yes, you said you needed to shower before tonight. In honor of Silva's faulty infrastructure, Daigle must shower himself with ice water. If he does, draft anyone you want. If he refuses, draft Matty Ice. I love that whoever submitted this prompt put water in parentheses as if I wouldn't get the Matty Ice connection.
How many picks until we pick?
Oh yeah, he's got the earpods on now. You got 5 picks. You got 5 picks.
Okay.
This is incredible. Now I get to listen to you while you're running up the stairs.
I'm gonna lay the groundwork with a towel underneath because we're indoors.
I like this. I like last week, Joey Molinaro. I felt bad asking him to do that, and he just fucking poured the milk over his head, and it sounded like his pregnant wife, was shooting glares across the room at him for that.
You know what? I can do this. I can do onto the patio. You can see that, right? Patio?
Yeah, the patio's a good call. That's a good hack. I don't want to mess up your. I'm starting to get jealous of this apartment. I mean, this is a nice apartment. You got 3 picks. You got 3 picks. You're good. Willis will sit on the clock for you.
Willis, take up a turn.
Since Matt Ryan is gone, is Matt Corral the new Matty Ice? That's chat. Help us come up with another water punishment name if he doesn't get this in.
Okay,
William Cup Half Fuller. William Cup Half Fuller. Let's see. Zamir White, Kyle Rudolph, Odell Beckham, Mo Ali Cox, Jeff Wilson, Marcus Mary H2O.
Oh, I can't do that right there because I have underneath neighbors. So we're going to have to do it right here.
Look at this guy.
Can you
trying
see this?
To navigate prompts and not piss off his. Oh, thank you, Thorman. Teddy Bridgewater. There it is. That's the punishment. You guys are too good.
All right. Shaken up. It actually still has vitamin C in there left over from last night. Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready.
How's the camera look? Are we good?
We're good. Checking out Return to Westeros later, eh?
This is fucking ridiculous, by the way. It's true ice shower, ice bath.
Just, I'm worried about your headphones.
Oh yeah, I got headphones on. I took the hat off first, not the headphones. Well, I'm speaking. How can you still hear
I
me?
think one of your earbuds died. God damn it. Part of this budget, my randomizer budget, is buying you a new set of AirPods, apparently. Daigle. Daigle, oh shit. You did the prompt and I just timed you out, Bridgewater. I'm sorry. Greg, he doesn't even get to pick who he wants because I accidentally timed out Bridgewater because I was too shook about. Did you really ruin your AirPods, Daigle? We can't hear you yet. The chat is all, we're going to all come in and pitch in and buy you new AirPods for doing that prompt.
I'm not sure about the AirPods. I guess we'll find out. I'll draw them out. Chat, please Google really quick what I do for AirPods.
So from my experience with stuff, you put it in a bag of rice and let it sit overnight. I'm being dead serious. I will buy you new AirPods.
Don't worry about
if
that.
they're broken. Because John Daigle, just an absolutely legendary performance here. I want you to recap your team.
I ended with Teddy Bridgewater. I didn't even know that.
I mean, you got timed out. I was so entranced by your water pouring that I forgot to actually let you select who you'd like.
Whatever your fetish is, I feel like we definitely touched on it tonight. So thank you to everyone for joining. Trey Lance and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, who was actually supposed to be Taysom Hill, but nonetheless, we got there. Trey Lance, of course, is a George Kittle stack. We went running back heavy, and actually the first 4 picks were fine. I don't mind going running back heavy. We actually had our choice, and I'm going upside here. The issue is that in being the piss boys ship chasing room, that I was not, while running around quite literally my apartment that now everyone knows what it looks like, I was not aware of the avalanche that was actually about to happen. So although we're fine with our first 4 receivers, we're going to probably need more than that to compete. And I don't think it's going to happen with those 3, unfortunately, even though we do have some very nice stacks between Racey McMath and Tony Pollard for week 17 and Auden Tate with a Kyler Murray-less Cardinal stack. Then, although our running backs are strong, not quite so high on my tight ends, a little weak there. So George Kittle's great. Maybe need some help from Jalen Wiedermeyer, who I didn't even realize was on Buffalo, and Tyler Conklin, who actually is playing right now since CJ Ozone was on the pup list.
Yeah. I mean, as Pat says, if Auden and Racey could just hang on until Luke gets back, you're solid.
That's it.
John Daigle, my only regret about tonight is that I waited this long to get you on the randomizer draft because you absolutely crushed it. You were built for the randomizer. Some would say you're built different. I will legitimately refund you on your AirPods. Just an absolute tour de force performance tonight. And I completely forgot, John, to put some of the 4-for-4 giveaways on the wheel. Can we do what did you have to give away? I want to do a quick trivia with the chat here and give these away.
Let's give away one quick shirt or anything you want to choose from the 4-for-4 shop, literally anything, and we'll comp it all, and then one 4-for-4 sub.
Okay. All right. So we have one shopping spree in the 4-for-4 store, whatever item you want, one 4-for-4 sub. Let's do this right now. Let's think. I'm gonna ask Daigle what his favorite cocktail is. First person to guess it correctly in the chat is going to win the merch item from the store. So we're gonna let that one go, and then I'm gonna think of another trivia question for the sub. Who is Daigle's favorite sleeper pick going after round 10 in underdog drafts? If you guess that, you get the 4-for-4 sub. So the chat drink options are coming in here. Do you see anyone? Tequila Sunrise, Negroni, Old Fashioned, Margarita, Gin and Tonic, Manhattan, Sazerac, Long Island. Has anyone gotten it?
My favorite drink between these?
No, just yours until someone guesses it. Has someone guessed it?
My sleeper or my drink? What are we doing?
We're doing drink first, and then the sleeper suggestions are coming in.
My favorite drink has not come. Well, it's a favorite spirit, and I drink everything, as you know.
Okay.
No one has said a certain kind of spirit yet. I'm looking. Cowboys do drink rum and Coke, Zenon, so that's a good guess, but that's not it. And I do like Manhattans. I love dirty martinis. Dirty martinis are actually number 2 for me. I'm still
Are
looking.
you observing this chat? Because only you know these answers.
I'm looking. Yes, I'm looking.
Did anyone get your player? I saw Nico Collins. I saw Jalen Tolbert.
I don't necessarily. Oh, that's actually. You know what? Yeah. Let's do Jalen Tolbert.
So Jalen Tolbert's correct.
Yes, he is one of mine. There are a lot, but Jalen Tolbert's correct. Stephanie, I do love Jalen Tolbert.
Who did Stephanie beat Matt here? I'm trying to get the time steps.
And yeah, whoever got Jalen Tolbert first is fine.
I believe it's Matt B.
I also agree. I think people should bet Jalen Tolbert for Rookie of the Year. Literally go down every single wide receiver, no matter their draft capital. And Jalen Tolbert has the best opportunity and quarterback combo in week 1. No one else is better. So Jalen Tolbert's my favorite receiver. And then Mezcal, that Edgar Molina finally guessed, is the answer. That is my favorite.
Okay. All right. So there it is. Edgar, I believe you were first on Mezcal, and I believe Matt was first on the Jalen Tolbert. Slide into either of John or I's DMs, and we will get you squared away with your 4 for 4 stuff. John, what else do you have going on these days other than writing team previews from the bar?
I'm going to shower first, and then I'm going to go write team previews from a bar in Lincoln Park. That's where we are. Other than that, team previews are still going on. There's 16 up on the site for everyone behind the paywall, 4 for 4 right now. Plus, our projections are updating. And remember to subscribe to the most accurate podcast, 4 for 4, on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen at, because that's where you can find me weekly.
Beautiful. John, you were absolutely awesome. I have not booked a guest for next week, but we will be back as usual.
Oh, you're going to say I'm booking again. It's like, no, like I'm going to be, my hamstrings are going to be sore still. Like, no.
This is how it works. You have entered the Randomizer Hall of Fame, which means you are going to get an invite back. I don't know if it'll be this season, but you are officially in the Randomizer Hall of Fame. You were game for anything other than roasting me, cutting a heel promo.
Yeah, 17 of 18. I should have done better. 17 of 18. Almost got there.
If you guys aren't subscribed to the Fantasy Life newsletter, we are ripping 5 days a week, having a lot of fun writing that. Lots of great pieces. Make sure you subscribe to that. I got the link down below. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I will be back on Monday for my best ball breakfast stream. Hope you guys all enjoy your time this weekend. For John Daigle and 4 for 4. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.